Hey guys, we're here today to talk about an at-home core program. Last time we talked about a dynamic warm-up, and now we're getting into the core we like to give some of our patients here in the clinic. There's 4 that we're going to cover, pretty basic ones with the wall bug, 2-legged bridge, a kickback, and a front plank. Let's get into showing you how to run these. The first one I want to talk about is called the wall bug. First thing we'll do is lay flat on the ground with our back and head right up against the wall. We'll put our arms up against the wall, elbows inside of our body, legs up, knees bent, ankles bent, called triple flexion, right here. And you're going to push your sternum into the ground and push against the wall to the point where you're almost making yourself slide. This right there is engaging the core and the sternum. Do this to fatigue. A few common mistakes that we see with this that I want to cover is the arch of the back, right here in our low back. We want to keep that pressed against the floor when our sternum is being pressed down, and not keeping our legs in triple flexion. The next one we're going to do is the 2-legged glute bridge. I want you to start on your back, legs bent, feet flat on the ground, and then pushing our heels into the ground, raising our toes. You're going to come up into a bridge until you feel your core engage. We do not want to feel our quads engage, therefore that means you've gone too far up into the bridge. To really feel that engagement, make sure we have our heels a little bit closer to our body, not far out. A few common mistakes we see with this one are going up too high to where the quads engaged, like we discussed, or as we go up into a bridge, hips rotating either way to where we're not engaging our core and holding that stable. The next one we're going to do is called kickbacks. The first step is to engage your core, and then with one of our legs kicking straight back, trying not to take that leg above our glute. After we finish on that, for a 3 to 5 second hold, we'll switch to our other leg. The amount of reps or time that we're going to do this kickback, just starting out as a basic exercise, we want you to do each leg for about 10 seconds. Once the 10 seconds is up, go ahead and switch to the other leg. As you progress and further down the road in this exercise, you will hold this till fatigue, go back to the other leg, hold till fatigue, until you have nothing left in the tank to do either leg. A few common mistakes we see with this one is when we kick our leg back, go ahead and kick your leg back, not letting our hips rotate. When we let the hips rotate, we lose the engagement of the core. The other problem we see with this is kicking the leg back and bringing the leg too high, putting too much stress onto the low back. The last one I want to talk about is a front plank. The first thing we want to do is get on our elbows, just underneath of our shoulders, and up on our toes. As we come up into the plank, we want to squeeze our core. We want to make sure we keep our hips even, on an even plane, straight line. We don't want to see any peaking, mountain peaks, or valleys, lowering the hips. A couple common mistakes we see with this one are our elbows and shoulders too far forward, or like we discussed earlier with the peaks and valleys of our hips. Thank you guys for tuning in today to get your at-home core program. Further down the road, we'll talk about a more advanced program as you get more comfortable with these exercises here. Stay tuned for more videos to come.